I'm going to call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Runnemede VFW. Chief?
All rise. Runnemede VFW is going to present the colors.
Okay. We'll have our invocation by Pastor Andy. If you would come up, please. Sorry.
Let us pray. Our gracious Heavenly Father, we come before you in thanksgiving. As we begin this new year, we ask that you protect us and our country and all its citizens from anyone that would cause us harm. Be with all those who are serving in our military, whether it be in Iraq, Afghanistan, or any other place which they are called to serve to keep democracy and freedom alive. And be with our town council to begin this new year and reorganize and make plans to continue to make Runnemede the great town that it is. We ask all this before you in the blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Okay, pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Now our singing of our national anthem. We have a special guest here, Paul DeAngelis from the Borough of Runnemede. Belmont, sure. I think of him as a Runnemede guy. Where you at, Paul? Paul Lee.
He was outside practicing. He's outside practicing.
We'll give him a second here. Hey, Paul. The microphone.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the heavenly host? For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We can be still. Retire the color.
Runnemede VFW, retire the colors. The left face. Forward. Mark.
Okay, thank you. Well, welcome everyone this evening. We'll get started with our meeting. Statement of public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meeting Act has been given by the clerk in the following manner. One, posted on the bulletin board in the Borough Clerk's office on December 6, 2016, and two, emailed to the retrospective and carrier post on December 6, 2016. At this point, the clerk will read the certificates of election.
The Board of Canvassers of Camden County, New Jersey, the board does determine that an election held in said county on the 8th day of November in the year of our Lord 2016, Michael Group was duly elected to the office of Member of Council, Borough of Runnemede. Signed Robert J. Venuti, Chairperson, and Joseph Rippa, Camden County Clerk. And to swear Mike in will be Mayor David Mayer of Gloucester Township.
Yes. Mike.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be up here.
You know, Mayor, for the second there, I thought Ed McDonald would have to stand in to sing the national anthem. So
Yes, I
added that. Will you please place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Michael Root,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New
and
Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I further solemnly swear
I further solemnly swear
that I will
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of my responsibilities
all my responsibilities
as a councilperson
as a councilperson
in the Borough of Runnemede
in the Borough of Runnemede
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
The Board of Canvassers of Camden County, New Jersey, the board does determine that in an election held in said county on the 8th day of November, in the year of our Lord 2016, Robert D. Farrell was duly elected to the office of Member of Council. Signed Robert J. Venuti, Chairperson, and Joseph Rippa, Camden County Clerk. And to swear in Councilman Farrell will be Councilman Dan Spencer from Gloucester City.
Now, Mayor Mayer is a little younger than me and smarter, so I have to read it.
I swear so many police officers.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Robert Farrell,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United
that I will
States
support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of New
and the
Jersey,
state of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established
to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
and within the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of
to perform all the duties of
the office of council
the office of council
according to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and that I will not use my office
and I will not use my office
to grant preferential treatment,
to grant preferential treatment
nor to seek personal gain,
or to seek personal gain,
favor,
favor,
or advantage
or advantage
not available to the general public.
not available to the general public.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
figured I knew it was that.
Okay. Now I'm supposed to. Well, I'm going to call the meeting to order, even though I called it to order already. But before, we're going to change it up, as you can see, we're a little impromptu here. I want to give some of our special guests a welcome right now and give them the opportunity to speak. It's always a pleasure to have a representation from our county government and our neighbors, our neighbor governments, and also our state representatives. So I want to first acknowledge Freeholder Ed McDonald, who is here. I want to appreciate him being here today. Freeholder Bill Moen. And then from the state, Assemblywoman Pat Jones. Also our neighbor from Barrington. So, of course, Mayor Dave Mayer from Gloucester Township. Thank you once again, Councilman Dan Spencer from Gloucester City. And of course, our Police Chief, Paul Daly. Always like to thank him for Thanks, Paul. I want to give Mr. Mayor an opportunity to speak. He does have some prior engagements, so we always like to help each other.
Great, thank you.
And he always speaks much better than myself. So.
No, not at all, not at all. First of all, Happy New Year to everyone, and congratulations to Mike and Bob on the start of a new term. It is always great to be back in my hometown of Runnemede, and I'm sure, just as Freeholder Moen is from Runnemede, shares my view that every time I come back to my hometown, it brings back so many great memories for me, whether it is the great experiences that I had in the public schools here in Runnemede, or is the experience of playing at the RYAA, or volunteering with the Runnemede Fire Company, or attending Trinity Church, Pastor Andy, and so many great memories here in Runnemede. What a fantastic town, what a great town it was for me to grow up in. And that is because of you, all of you, and the sacrifices that you give, and your previous councils and mayors have given to really make this town a fantastic community to grow up in, to feel safe in, to raise a family. And so thank you for that. Thank you for the experiences that I've had, and thank you for continuing to do that. Believe me, I know how difficult of a job it is for all of you. And so my hat's off to you for having the willingness to participate in our democracy, to participate in this community of Gloucester Township. See, I'm so used to saying that. So again, congratulations to you. Thank you so very much for having me. I do apologize. We have our rework tonight as well, so I'm going to skip on out and head there. But again, Happy New Year to everybody. Congratulations. Thank you.
We appreciate him very much. Obviously, he has his own reorganization, so it's wonderful that he's here tonight. At this time, would any of the other, and I want to, our sheriff just showed up, and he would, I know he loves to speak.
Come on, Webb, I know you love it.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
I'm here with my great chief, Chief Daly, Runnemede Lotions.
Runnemede Lotions.
I'm here with all elected officials. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
To your families and all. One of my favorite towns. You know, I keep coming back. Keep voting for me. I keep coming back. You know? I love coming here all the time with all your different celebrations you have. And thank you all for what you've done for me. God bless everybody.
Thank you. Mr. Moen, thank you. Our local son.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Freeholder McDonald and I, we just want to, on behalf of the entire Freeholder Board, wish everybody a great new year. I think Mayor has said it perfectly that both him and I are extremely proud of how we were raised in town and the opportunities that were afforded to us. And I think we both find ourselves in positions that we have an opportunity to give back and make sure that folks that that are now the age we were when we were coming through the public schools have those same opportunities. And I think most know that when I was in 8th grade with Chris Farrell and some of the other friends in the room, I was elected youth mayor. And so whenever I go around the county, I tell people that my first elected office wasn't Freeholder. It was the youth mayor of town, and I think it was the first year that this building actually opened. So we held our meetings in the old Borough Hall, and then had finally opened this and cut the ribbon. So I have very fond memories of being in town. Finally, I just want to congratulate Councilman Farrell and Councilman Root on their elections, and just know that the county is willing and able to be helpful in any way we can, Mayor. And thank you very much. Have a great night. Thank you.
Giving a politician a chance to say a word or two? Anyway, no, truly, it has been a privilege for me to have served in a number of capacities as an elected representative for Runnemede, for Barrington, and to understand the difficult job you all take on. I lasted as a councilperson in Barrington only a couple of years because the work was so hard. So they kicked me upstairs to the Freeholder Board, where I did a good deed. I brought the battleship New Jersey home with a lot of help from my friends. On behalf of Nilsa Cruz Perez, who would be here if she could, and Arthur Barkley, he's got a team on the court, and if you know Arthur, his heart and soul is with those kids at Camden High School. So that's why he's missing tonight. But he's missing for a really, really wonderful reason. And if any of you had the opportunity to meet him, you know what an extraordinary young man he truly is. So we're thrilled to represent you in Trenton. And I just want to give you a little picture of some of the things that we have done. We actually decided, since it was so tumultuous this past year with our police departments and our communities, that Nilsa, Arthur, and I represent the best of diversity. And so we decided to ask our chiefs of police to come and sit down with us and have a conversation. We support them, no question about it. They needed to know that, because everybody's throwing legislation in, you know, thinking that somebody's going to love them if they put enough bills in Trenton. And we certainly weren't going to support anything if it didn't pass muster with our local police departments. So we've done that for our Camden police chiefs and Gloucester County, because our district is both. It has been a pleasure for us to get to know these people who take care of us every single day, all night, all day, no matter what day it is, so we can rest our heads comfortably on our pillows. So I thank the chief for that. I thank all of you for the extraordinary leadership you provide to this community. And I've been privileged to be a neighbor of Runnemede. I know how much our towns like to work together, and hope to see more of that in the future. So on behalf of Senator Cruz Perez and Assemblyman Barkley, I'm the shortest one, but I'm here.
Okay, we're going to continue with our meeting a little bit. The next part we have is roll call, please.
Mayor Patterson.
Here.
Mrs. Pasio. Here. Mrs. Kelly. Here. Mr. Lobenstein.
Here.
Mr. Ranieri.
Here.
Mr. Root.
Here.
And Mr. Farrell.
Here.
Okay. Now I call for nominations for President of Council. Is there a nomination?
I make a nomination for Councilwoman Patty Pasio.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, I just want to say something about Patty. Is everyone who works with other people in government or even in business or even in your lives, it's important to have someone next to you who can help get things done. And I would truly say that I would not be able to do this job without having Patty, because there's so much that she does for this community that I know that people in this town know this, and I hope those in the county and the state realize how much
Now
she
you're going to
does.
make me cry.
You know, it's just one of those-
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to ask anyone in the audience, now that we've had our elected officials speak, is there anyone in the audience who would like to say hello to our council members before we continue on our meeting? Miss Maria Panzarella.
No, Tara
Oh,
wants to speak
Tara.
first. I actually just want to present some gifts to the councilman in name of the JFK Democrat Club.
Rose, you usually jump up fast on that. Thank you. And did Maria sit back down?
I never got up. You saw my hand.
This isn't the good and welfare portion, this is just an opportunity to congratulate.
Congratulations,
Yes.
Mr. Root and Mr. Farrell.
No gifts?
I love it.
Well, we'll have a good and welfare portion at the end. All right, we're going to move on with our business. We're going to quickly go through our agenda. Resolution 17-01 is the creating of the committees of council of the Borough of Runnemede for the year 2017. I'll let the clerk read them off.
Finance and Administration, Ranieri, Kelly, and Root. Public Safety, Kelly, Ranieri, and Passio. Parks and Recreation, Lobenstein, Root, and Farrell. Public Works, Root, Farrell, and Lobenstein. Engineering, Farrell, Passio, and Lobenstein. Public Events, Passio, Ranieri, and Kelly.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the committees as read?
I so move. I'll second that motion.
Okay, motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Ms. Passio. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, the resolution is adopted. Resolution 17-02 is for our professional services. Clerk, if the clerk would please read them all.
Solicitor and Labor Counsel, Leonard J. Wood, Jr. Auditor, Michael Cesaro of Bowman and Company. Prosecutor, Andrew Viola, Esquire. Public Defender, Robert Del Sordo. Bond Counsel, Philip Norcross. Special Labor Counsel, Louis Rosner. And Engineer, Stephen Bach.
Okay, is there a motion to approve as read?
I make a motion to approve as read.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion by Ms. Passio, second by Mr. Lobenstein. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein.
Yes.
Mrs. Passio.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
Mr. Root.
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
Okay, the resolution is adopted. Resolution 17-03 is the professional services authorizing the purchase of insurance. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Root, second by Mr. Farrell. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein.
Yes.
Mrs. Passio.
Yes.
Mr. Root.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
Okay, resolution is adopted. We have our appointments. Clerk will read them.
You want me to read the appointments?
I think you can.
Contract Compliance Officer Joyce Pinto, Municipal Housing Liaison Joyce Pinto, Planning Board Class 4, a member, 4-year term, Joseph Bulkerly, Planning Board Class 3, member of council, John Ranieri, alternate Planning Board member number 1, 1-year term, Dennis Vanella, alternate Planning Board member number 2, 2-year term, Larry Stone, Planning Board member Class 2, 1-year term, Paul Daly, Police Matron, Lisa Cox and Tracy Collick, Liaison to the Senior Citizens, Member of Council, Pat Passio, Municipal Coordinator on Aging, Val Colasano, Clean Communities Coordinator, Patricia Ruggiero, Recycling Coordinator, Harry Lozon, Stormwater Coordinator, Harry Lozon, Municipal Alliance Coordinator, Nancy Anderson, Liaison to the Board of Trustees of the Library, Craig Lobenstein, Library Board of Trustees, 5-year term, Teresa Laviano, Library Board of Trustees, 5-year term, Patricia Smith. I don't know who the superintendent's alternate is, we never know that.
That's his choice.
That's his choice, yes. Advisory Board of Health is Joyce Pinto, Jim Betteridge, and Rebecca Mathis. The bailiff is Gregory Elkins. Veterans Affairs Committee, James Kellogg, William Sampolsky, and William Moan. Special Police Officers, Peter Doherty is a Class 1, and the Class 2s are Howard Brooks, Christian Van Auken, and Eric Steedman.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the appointments as read by the clerk?
I so move.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All the appointments are there. Resolution 17-04 is a resolution adopting a drug, alcohol, and abuse policy for all employees required to have a commercial driver's license in the Borough of Runnemede, County of Camden, State of New Jersey. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion. I'll second that.
Motion by Mr. Root, second by Mr. Lobenstein. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Resolution is adopted. Resolution 1705 is the 2017 temporary municipal budget for the Borough of Runnemede. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Ms. Passio. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein.
Yes.
Mrs. Passio.
Yes.
Mr. Root.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell. And Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
The resolution is adopted. I'm sure our auditors are very happy to hear that we did that tonight. We're going to do resolution 17-6 to 1719 as one, because these are all just procedural. I will read them out. 1706 is the meetings of the Borough Council. 1707 is the rules of procurement. 1708 is the cash management plan. 1709 is the rate of interest to be charged on delinquent taxes. 1710, borough official bonds for 2017. 1711 is designating the local newspapers. 1712, signatures for checks on municipal court account and bail bond account. 1713, municipal improvement search clerk. 1714, a resolution fulfilling the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act. 1715, a resolution appointing fund commissioner for the joint insurance fund. 1716 is a resolution naming state contract vendors for 2017. 1717, resolution authorizing the tax collector to process refunds for cancellations under $10. 1718 is a resolution appointing fund commissioner for the health insurance fund. And 1719 is a resolution appointing risk management consultant for the Borough of Runnemede. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Ranieri, second by Ms. Passio. Is this a roll call or is this?
Yes.
Okay, this is a roll call, please.
Mrs. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein.
Yes.
Mrs. Passio.
Yes.
Mr. Root.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
And Mr. Ranieri.
Yes.
Six ayes.
Okay, all these resolutions are adopted. At this point of the meeting, this is the good and welfare portion of the meeting. Oh, I'll do that. You're right, I said that. Mr. T, that's why I needed Ms. Passio here. Tell me what to do. Okay, at this point, it is my obligation and my honor to introduce the members of council and let them say a few words to everyone before I open the floor up to the public. So at this time, I want to introduce Council President Pat Passio.
Geez, thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. Thank you, everyone. I would like to congratulate Bob and Mike for winning the council seats and welcome you to your second term. It is a pleasure to work with each and every one of you. I think we have the greatest chemistry that's ever been up here, and it's my pleasure. I would also like to thank our dignitaries, our family, our friends, and everyone who came out to share this evening with us. As Public Events Director, I get to have a little fun. The events in our town have increased and get better every year, thanks to my committee, Ranieri and Kelly. I think we should have a movie about that. And a mayor who has total faith in me, and he really does. Thank you. We continue to reach out to the community through all our public events, but the best project this year for me was the Borough of Runnemede's newsletter. This newsletter was packed with information. Councilman Ranieri and myself worked to our max, making sure that every household received a newsletter. This newsletter introduced each council member, our borough workers, and what they do in each department. We shared our past, our present, and what the future will hold for our residents. If you didn't get a chance to read it, you can go online and read it from front to back. It is pages of information. So now we move into 2017. Our work has not stopped. We will continue to bring you many thank yous by bringing you the best events possible and more. It is my pleasure to serve the residents of Runnymede. Be proud of where you live and remember, Runnymede rocks.
Thank you. At this point, I will introduce our next senior member, which is Ms. Eleanor Kelly, Public Safety Director.
Well, thank you, Mayor, and to everyone gathered here tonight. I wish you all a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year in 2017. This new year brings many opportunities for council to be of service to the residents of Runnemede. I believe that as the governing body, we can achieve this through increased communication, accountability, and transparency. Residents' questions, comments, requests, and suggestions are desired and welcomed by all of us. As Public Safety Director, I will be actively working with Police Chief Paul Daly, Deputy Fire Chief Fred McGurty, and Fire Chief Pat Moriarty to achieve the goals set for the Police Department and the Fire Department this year. The excellence of both departments is acknowledged and appreciated by this councilwoman. In 2016, we purchased 2 new patrol cars with video cameras for the police department. A new utility truck with a plow was purchased for the fire department. Quality of life issues are addressed on a daily basis. And community outreach has been achieved by events held by the Municipal Alliance, the LEAD program, and the police officers on bikes from April through November. As your public safety director, I will do everything in my power to assist both departments as they continue to protect and serve the residents of this community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Root, I think you are the next oldest council, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like just to thank everybody for coming out tonight. It's not a nice day. It's damp and rainy, and I appreciate you coming out and to honor Bob and myself. I appreciate my friends, my families, all the dignitaries that came out. It's very humbling to see the people that come out, and I appreciate that a lot. Last year I became the Public Works Director, and I had a lot of learning to do, but I had a lot of learning, well, I didn't have a lot of learning to have to do because of our superintendent, Harry Roson. He was a great hire for us, and he's really changed the face of Public Works. It should now be called working for the public, I think, because he bent over backward for every citizen in this town. If you have a need, anybody up here on council has a need, he will take care of you. And it just, 2016, changed the face of Public Works. Again, with Harry being an experienced superintendent, has really brought a lot to Runnemede. Not that anybody before him was, we always did what we thought we had to do. Now we do what we know we have to do. And it's made a big difference in this town. And you can see it in the streets, the way decorations are put up, the way Patty's parties are, all that is Public Works. And the guys have really bent over backwards for Harry, and it's great to see a leader have his guys work as hard as they do. So, and he just brings experience from purchasing to the labor force. And it's just, it's a good year we had in 2016, and it's only going to get better in 2017. So thank you again for coming out, and Happy New Year.
Mr. Farrell.
Thank you, Mayor. You have to excuse my voice. I was in the Mummers Parade a couple of days ago, and my throat is shot, but I'll give you my best effort.
Keep it on.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
I'd like to thank everybody, like Mike said, for coming. I feel very honored to be re-elected as councilman and to serve the Runnemede residents for another 3 years. This last year has been very exciting for me, and painting the buildings next door from the Borough Hall so we can provide additional parking and easier access to the Borough Hall, and to give additional parking to our businesses along the Black Horse Pike, which has been a real problem over the last few years. We also started phase 1. We're getting ready to start phase 1 on the Borough building, which will include a side entrance for easy access to the building. And we received an early Christmas present this year of $200,000 from NJDOT on local aid infrastructure funding to help complete phase 2 Washington Avenue and Oakland Avenues. They were really bad roads. We fixed them this year, and it's a great access because it cuts Clements Bridge Road and East Shum Road, and they were very bad. We also have many projects we're working on to benefit the residents of Runnemede, United States. Again, thank you for coming, and safe drive.
Thank you. Councilman Runnemede.
Thank you, Mayor, Council, and good evening, everybody. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. This year makes it my second full year representing some of the best people I know in the greatest little town in all of Camden County. What an honor it has been, and thank you very much for the opportunity. A big thank you to our representatives, our assembly, thank you, freeholders. And while I'm on the freeholders, January 19th, mark your calendars, they will be having their meeting here in town at the Harry Williams Building. Right? And just want to thank everybody behind the scenes, all of our county help. Whip Wilson, thank you. And everybody who helps to move this political machine forward to get things done around town. Really appreciate it. Here are just a few things that I was able to accomplish this year with the help of my fantastic peers. For the second year in a row, we have been able to manage this town with a 0% increase in our municipal tax. We've done that with no loss in services. As a matter of fact, we have improved services, starting with the addition of key employees and key positions. We've purchased and upgraded, as you heard from Eleanor, many of our vehicles throughout the borough. In our Public Works Department, we've upgraded some machinery, multiple borough building retrofits and upgrades. We've also invested and are still investing in our infrastructure, including roads, as Bob had mentioned. Also roads, pump stations, and if you just look around town, just so much more, so much is happening. And very proud to have been able to be part of this and bring more services to the town. It's been exciting, and we have so much more to do. Again, Happy New Year's, everybody, and the rest is progress.
Thank you. And our newest member, Mr. Lowenstein.
Good evening, everyone. It's been an interesting year. It's my first year on council. I've learned a lot. Patty Passio has really guided me through a lot of the process. She even sent me an email today telling me to abstain from a meeting that I was not at when we talk about the minutes. So I'm learning a lot of things like that. In charge of Parks and Rec. Down at the Green Acres or Beaver Branch Park, we have 3 soccer fields now. Exploring options to be able to expand the soccer fields in town so that we can start having tournaments, bringing other towns into our town instead of always going out to play in other tournaments. I don't know if you know, but I'm a soccer rep doing college and high school and youth sports, and that's my first love, and really want to see that grow. It's been an interesting time. Mike Root and I also with the Harry Williams Building, we have a new floor there, new LED lighting, heating and air conditioning now. Toward the summertime, maybe we can start having basketball tournaments in there, generate some more income, and also keep the kids busy off the streets and doing what they're supposed to do. So, and the rest is progress. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, thank you, everyone. And once again, I want to congratulate Mike and Bob. Always to see people coming back and staying involved in politics is a tough thing. So another 3 years, you can't go anywhere. So, yes, I'm making this. So at this time, I'd like to open the meeting up. This is the good and welfare portion of the meeting, so please, anyone wishing to come, state your name and address, address the council and myself, please. No? Okay. All right. Thank you, Ken.
You're welcome. Well, first of all, Happy New Year to everybody. And,
Happy New Year, Candy.
Sorry. Candy King, I'm on 104 South Left-Hand Avenue in the wonderful town of Runnemede, New Jersey. Happy New Year, everybody. Congratulations to 2 good friends of mine, Michael and Bob. I wish you all the best. I thank you for your previous years of service. And I just want to say that you guys are really forward-thinking. I've been on the planning board, I guess, for about 16 years now. So I want to thank you for making me feel old by making Robert Van Auken and Eric Speakman, Christian Van Auken. We used to call him Bob. We had 3 Roberts, right? We had 3 Roberts in our teams. We made him. His name, he had a different name. He couldn't be Chris, he had to be Bob. But I think I coached them in T-ball, and so thanks for making me feel old. But on that note, just the forward thinking of all of you and how much you've really done for the town. When I was president of the RY, back in '95 when Daniel was 5 years old, We had to struggle to get $6,000, literally. We had to struggle to get the same $6,500 every year to try to run 4 sports. And I look at the place now, and I just see how much you have really, really contributed to the kids and to the town. I mean, the parking lot, we're forward-thinking. We're working with redevelopment, with the planning board. We're talking about a lot of exciting things. So, and I want to especially thank Paul and your staff. All lives matter, Blue Lives Matter, and you have our full support. And Happy New Year and healthy to everyone.
Anyone else? Well, if not, then I'm going to ask for a motion to close the public portion. Motion by Mr. Walker, second by Ms. Passio. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're going to motion to adjourn. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Passio, second by Mr. Ranieri. All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.